Hey there, ho there, and welcome to another Narjan Reacts. In this video, we're reacting to Season 2, Episode 6 of Gravity Falls. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Oh, we're starting off with a different looking intro, or not intro, but like angles. Wait, is this a Halloween episode?
Well, hello there, traveler. I see your car broke down on this lonesome country road. A place so remote that no one can hear your screams. Pretend I didn't say that. Come in, but be warned. If
Did you really want to go in after hearing that?
Subjected to my tales. Sorry, I was thinking of something funny I heard earlier.
Yeah, this is giving Halloween vibes. Why is this giving me Tales of the Crypt, like, kind of vibe?
No, not a fan. Too many orifices. Alright, I can tell what you're looking for. Is this disembodied hand? Why is
that's
it so
where
expensive?
thing went.
That's quite
$500?
It's called Hands Off! No, seriously, hands off. That's not for sale. Alright.
Was that the Eye of Sauron? It was randomly. Baby parts. What's this in? Who's this and what's this?
They make me look like a genius.
Look at these.
They don't help you walk like one though.
They're mob boss quality.
Yeah, that's why there's so many of them.
Whisper's your name.
I don't think he's Pocahontas.
Less talking, more watching. Get your hands off my watch. Yeesh. Freak
I'm
show.
sorry, but then why is she at the
work on their social skills?
market when she's not selling?
Whoa. Good job,
Did
Heisting
you
Hand.
just
Mwah.
steal?
That sounded like a curse. Hey, anyone want to buy a wet
And-
blanket? We got a wet blanket for sale.
You seriously? You live in Gravity Falls and you know what?
Survive in this market.
Then again, I guess if it was like really hot out, then the wet blankets wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah, right. Is this curse ugly or normal ugly? Looks like I got off scot-free.
Hands off.
You must return what isn't yours. That's better.
I told you, Grunkle Stan.
I've got self-respect. Mabel,
You
sweetie,
could just
will you
eat with
make
your mouth,
uncle some
you know,
hands?
just bend over and
Say hello to your new hands! In quotes.
Is this supposed to be like
Nice work, kid.
hand
See?
scissor hit?
Hands are overrated.
Ow!
I'm ready to take.
Is there gonna be a what the fork joke in here? He's not only like gotten cursed, but he's creating bad luck for everyone around him.
Handwich lives in a horrible Handwich lair on Handwich Mountain.
Stop saying
And
hand
which
Kid, I can't tap anything.
technically you can.
Guys, can you stop?
You may have stubs, but you can still tap. It's a thing cave. Hands off! Oh. Careful, guys, don't want to be fisted.
I have a certain gesture I'd like to share with you. Alas, your hands cannot buy a kiss. What?
This isn't Shrek.
It's all right, kids.
Ew. Oh, the noises they make.
A kiss on the lips. What? Forget it. I'm not kissing any of that mess. I don't need my hands that bad. You're right. I was just making all that stuff up.
Why does the
Just trying to get
voice
something going.
for the witch sound kind of like
So hard to meet
Doofenshmirtz
people these days.
from
So this was all just a ploy to
Jason
get a
Ferb?
date?
But every time I bring someone back here without keeping their hands
Ma'am,
high,
you have enough hands
run
here to keep
away.
you
Well, yeah, look at this
satisfied
horror
for a
show.
long
It's
time.
creepy even for a cave.
You just need to redecorate.
I don't know why I just went there.
Example, a candelabra.
Oh,
Oh,
Redecorate.
painting consultant.
Men will definitely tolerate you now.
That does look nice.
Left a book of
Oh my goodness.
Why does it look like her feet are literally hands that have just been taped to her
Here's
feet?
your hands back. Shaky, scratchy. I've missed you, old
You
rascal.
named
You're
them?
all right. Well, I learned nothing.
You know what they could have done for really like adult humor? He could have named one Scratchy and one Strokey.
Crash here for the night? Wow, thanks for noticing.
Yes.
I don't want to
Alright, I
think
get
of
it.
anything
You know what
happening
the
between
heck?
those two.
You're a
Models?
This magic pig.
I'll buy him.
Sure he doesn't. A baconings.
A baconings. You know what this episode kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of the one where they fell in the pit.
Photo could be on this box.
Except they definitely did not go with a plain background.
Come on.
What is this? The Rubik's Cube of disco balls?
That's a bummer. This is May May and the Hog.
May May.
Seems impossible.
Maybe you're just not smart enough.
He didn't just say that.
See about that.
Oh, looks like bubblegum.
Tomorrow, I own you.
Dipper, have you not learned not to use stuff from the book? Oh, Waddles is gonna eat the stuff. Please tell me he's gonna have a British accent.
Mabel?
Dipper, look!
Greetings, friends. It is I, Waddles the pig.
What?
Waddles, what happened to you? Have you been possessed?
I wanted a
by the
British
spirit of the
accent.
bird? The pig goes oink! The pig goes oink!
Now, the pig
I'd be
goes
happy.
wherever
I
he
could
can
talk
shine
to
the
my
light of
animal,
knowledge
or
into
my
the
pet.
darkness of ignorance.
Whoa!
Different.
Dude, that rocket cart is amazing.
There is more to life than making fart noises and laughing at those fart noises. I see that now.
Huh. Yeah.
Forget that! Brenda's gonna look at cute boys
Yeah,
through
use that without
skylight.
roasting your ass off. Oh, there goes some forest fires.
Death to my enemies! Welcome
Must
to
be
May
Korean.
May and the Hog AM. Top story today. Coping
I'm
with
Asian, I can say
crippling
that.
Loneliness after You're not happier like this, are you?
Mabel, don't worry. Just give him a concoction of some of your, like, your something
greatest
juice with some
invention yet.
really
Solved every problem
concentrated
of
sugar
mankind.
and have him
And
drink
when
it, and then
we
it'll
eat
turn his
Doritos,
brain back to goop.
delicious. The Smarticle Accelerator.
Whose head is that gonna fit on?
The origin of life. The
never
meaning
mind.
of existence. Why dudes have nipples.
Why dudes have nipple?
Soon your pig is.
It's a good thing I built in a dum-dum switch.
Waddles! Waddles, don't! Wait!
Pig.
Sorry, Dipper. In my
Have
last
blown
8
it.
seconds of consciousness, I want you to know that science is a horizon to search for, not a prize to hold in your hand. Also, I miss getting my tummy tickled.
Oh, Waddle.
That's cute though. Oh, then it breaks.
Good pig. Yeah.
You know what? You're right. Don't buy the pig.
No, I want the pig.
With my niece. Like these spooky movies.
Do not
Movies are
make me
great.
feel
Watch the
old.
Movie, you scare the girl.
Not that old.
Next to you. Next thing you know, you gotta raise a kid. Your life falls apart. Forget that last part. This next tale
The
is
fudge is
called
that fairy?
Play
Ew.
Day.
Play day. This is gonna be a stop motion.
Time you kids learn to watch the classics from my day.
Ooh, old people movie.
Oh my god, is
Get
this
ready
gonna
for references we
is
don't
this gonna be a
understand.
stop motion claymation kind of thing? Please tell me it is. Voyages of Wine. It is!
Come for the golden pants!
Mabel, it.
Oh no! Mabel!
Well, you're
Oh, so that's where you kind of get an idea of Gravity Falls being in Oregon.
just get the director to show her the models.
It'd be kind of cool if Gravity Falls was a real
Finally
place
calm
in
down.
Oregon.
I don't know, dude. I can respect that.
And I'm gonna breach it.
Well, everyone over the fence. You see, Mabel, those monsters are just tiny clay figures moved around one frame at a time by an antisocial shut-in.
Those people are called animators.
Hello?
Okay, the little dig at themselves.
Mr. Claymore!
Kid, listen to me. For the last time, there is nothing here to be afraid of. Ah!
If they just drop Mabel in front of it.
Slowly! Swiping at us!
Let's escape by standing still.
That doesn't work. Alright, this is cool. This could not have been easier for them.
How is this happening?
I'm not a masochist. I use black magic to make them animate themselves.
This is a dig to all the stop motion artists. I kind of wish there.
Now that they were out of work, they went mad and enslaved
I mean, they both take effort, but stop motion is very tedious. Laika Studios is like the last one to be making them.
At least you finally get to.
You're gonna have to conquer your fear and be able to save them.
How can I defeat those monstrosities?
Make your own claymation?
Hey, one-eye clap. Yeah, I'm talking to you, dum-dum. Come at me.
It's actually good claymation they did. Oh, ew, it's like the frickin' beetle from Mummy.
Wipe that face off your face. Oh, I've got big plans for you. Hey, skeleton dorks. It's climax time!
Oh my god, it's Patrick.
Dude!
I wish we could be watching.
That was the best.
I love how they probably had to save money, so they just make it where we have to watch shadows.
Who wants to see me change into most
No, not Gumby. Why? You look like Gumby.
Whoa, whoa.
We're safe now, kids.
Oh.
We're safe. How about this delicious potion? Here, have a free sample.
I did not accept this.
I'll have something new for sale very soon.
Sam?
And here we have our latest attraction, the legendary cheapskate.
I saw it blinking.
That's right, I'm a jerk.
Hey.
They're also sex. Who is this person?
Trust me, just let her be exes.
Yay!
Okay, so it's a male.
I don't think you're playing this right.
What the fuck was that episode? Alright, I'm gonna get into my thoughts. Alright, so, okay, now this one I think I can officially claim as a filler episode. Because there was no character development. It was just all, like, I think they were all made up stories by Stan. Okay, so the plot. For a filler episode, which, like I mentioned before, reminded me a lot of the, Pit episode, except this one, they definitely went full out on... You had the Pit episode, which was to save money, and then you have this episode, which literally, I think they probably spent quite a bit, especially with that claymation, that stop-motion animation. That must have cost them a pretty penny. And it wasn't bad stop-motion either. Like, that was surprisingly well done. Like, even better than the stop-motion from, like, the Christmas movies, like Frosty and Rudolph and all that stuff. So plot. I don't know if I could really say. It was basically a bunch of mini stories. I guess I'll say I like it. Like, I would say for a filler episode, might be actually one of my favorites. I like the stories. Like, each story I actually was fully invested in. I enjoyed. Wasn't like, oh, like, there was the one, well, those were short, so I'm not gonna count those, but, like, the Pit one was okay. Like, some of them were good, but I definitely, some parts were like, it's alright, it's a little bit boring, but this one, I was interested in every single one. So, good plot. Characters, I guess, I always wanted to talk about, like, new characters and stuff, but there wasn't really any, except for, I guess you could say, this stop-motion, characters. But for characters in, they give characters from previous episodes and the main characters and stuff. Everyone was great. Waddles, of course, loved him. I love that we actually got an episode where he was turned intelligent. I was really hoping he'd be like a British smart, but he kind of went the route of almost like a cross between who was that gentleman that passed away that was like bound to a wheelchair, but like he couldn't speak, but he was like very intelligent. It kind of reminds me of that, except Waddles, I guess he couldn't speak because he still spoke pig, but he needed a machine to translate himself. But he could move and things. He wasn't like bound to it. Yeah, characters, everyone was great. Animation, again, top notch for the season. And then the clay animation was great. I love it when like shows introduce like different animation styles. Like the series that I can think of that did it well was The Amazing World of Gumball, and I loved it when they did that. So I like that this series is doing kind of like similar thing where they'll have an episode where they'll bring in animation from a different kind of animation, especially stop motion. I feel like it's definitely it's an underrated art form for animation, and I wish there was more movies or shows that came out of it. But like I said, Leica Studios is like the main studio left that's making movies still. Like we're not really getting anything from anyone else anymore. Like I guess the next one was Tim Burton, but haven't really got anything from him in a while. So yeah, Leica Studios is like only ones making it. And I've heard they're making a new movie. This is off topic from this episode, but I've heard they're Leica Studios is making a new movie, so I'm excited for that. And I might, if you want me to, I may just save me watching it for a reaction, if you want me to. But yeah, anyway. So animation, I'll say the clay animation made it like a 10 out of 10. I always appreciate that. Music, didn't really notice any, but music's still great. Yeah, I don't think I have any more to add to this episode. All in all, it was a great filler episode and I enjoyed it. And I look forward to the next one. So yeah, that's my thoughts for this episode. But I hope you enjoy this reaction. If you'd like early access to my full native reactions, go join my Patreon. Link is in the description and pinned comment below. Anyway, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night, and keep burning bright. See ya!